Did you all know that Jared from Subway has an enemy? Yes, a stone cold lawsuit, ruin his reputation, I'm gonna get you sucker enemy. Smiley chubby Jared has an enemy. The world is full of surprises, isn't it? Did you know he has a wife and 2 kids? A 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, some months or whatever. Did you know Subway relies only on him as their only marketing? He single-handedly saved the entire company from bankruptcy. They rely on him heavily. They were literally days away from branding a new campaign introducing his wife and children before the FBI busted into his house. And they were gonna rebrand him as Daddy Jared with a Father Knows Best vibe. I don't know about you, but my spidey senses are tingling. And now it says that Jared's wife is filing for divorce. Yeah, that's a typical woman these days, right? Right? And I'm gonna get half. Really? That's the sort of thing you see the movie and he just goes on and kills her. He's going to jail anyway, right? For allegedly doing all of this porno stuff, which people said he didn't do. So if he's, I've heard of men who say, well, if I'm gonna go to jail, I'm gonna go to jail for something real, right? And murderers get more respect than child molesters. Child molesters, well, he's not a child molester, but child porn. I don't know how jail works, but I'm assuming you're on the same level or something like that. I have no idea if there's some sort of criminal that watches YouTube channels and happens to be watching this video. You can correct me in the comments. I don't know. I have no idea. But aren't all of these things? Are you checking off all of these things? Oh, wife gonna divorce him. Days away from introducing a family, a nationwide campaign. He has an enemy. Complete rebranding. Entire company relies only on this one man. He makes several appearances each and every day around the country. Oh, and check this out. His enemy is a convicted child molester. And one of his arrests was for showing up naked inside of Subway with 2 little children. Naked. Subway. Is this all a coincidence? This is all on record. You can go look it up. and people say, oh yeah, that Jared, he's a terrible, blah, I knew he did. Really? Jared, whom nobody had any dirt on? None? Whatsoever? None? Nothing? Just all of a sudden he's accused? Oh, and I just did the confession video that he confessed. Oh yeah, he confessed. I don't know. There's a lot of people who confess to the police. Might I remind you that throughout history, people have been forced to confess to stuff that they didn't do. Oh, I don't know, like the Spanish Inquisition, you were forced to confess to being a worshiper of Satan. You're not a worshiper of Satan, but you're forced to confess to it. Now, do you think the police do not force people to confess all the time? Yes, they do. We have it on record. All the goddamn time. All the time. Every day, all day. Right now, while you're watching this, the police are forcing somebody to confess to something. In fact, it is so bad that they make retarded people confess to crimes that they didn't even do. Yes, your police. That's why when people say, oh, you should respect the man in blue, he's here to protect. He's not here to protect. You have no idea what you're talking about. The police are no longer, what is it? Andy Griffith. Those days are long past. You're in a brand new day where these scoundrels wear a uniform and a badge and are more criminal than any criminal. Oh, here's a record you might want to go look up. While I was researching this, the police, per capita, by percentage, molest children, molest children 10 times more than the general population. Does that surprise any of you? And the paper went on to say, they don't suffer any consequences, unlike the general population. While they were investigating Jared, 20 police were being investigated for child molestation. While you're watching the birdie, and they said that the media always covers it up. Always. They never report it. 10 times more than the general population. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, that doesn't excuse. I don't think Jared did anything. I think Jared is mixed up in some mess that probably goes all the way to Wall Street. Anytime you're the single thing that an entire corporation relies on and you are irreplaceable. Why is he irreplaceable? There are plenty of guys who lose weight, right? There is not plenty of guys who lose weight who come out voluntarily and say, hey, I lost weight from eating at Subways. This natural, organic fame from this unsolicited feedback that a guy lost weight eating your food. He was propelled to fame immediately. You could say he was the first reality star because he did nothing, right? And he was propelled into fame, full-fledged fame, flying here and there, appearing on all the talk shows. Yes, that Jared. I learned all of this researching this stuff. He's mixed up in some heavy stuff. Anytime the FBI shows up at your door, you best believe there is some mess going on. Why? Because the FBI is not that sophisticated. They're not. The police are not that sophisticated. The NSA is not that sophisticated, to be perfectly honest. There are people in the general population that can run rings around all of those agencies. I know Hollywood tries to portray them as, they're all-knowing, all-powerful, they're everywhere. No, they're not. There are some people who genuinely will scare the living daylights out of you with their superior hacking skills, and will tell you what you did at 3 years old. Huh? Right? You know the old Hollywood trope where there's a doppelganger of the one person, and there's the woman, and they say, honey, it's me. And the wife says, what did you do when you were 3 years old? Oh, I fell into a creek and I sat there for 6 hours, not breathing, and then I miraculously woke up. And then that's how she knows that no, these are people who can tell you crazy stuff like this, and they're not in any government agency. This man is involved in some mess. Confession? Who confesses? He has a big time lawyer. I've already made videos talking about a good lawyer will tell you to shut the hell up and never ever talk to the police. I don't care if you are standing over a body, hands dripping with blood, the knife in your hand. The lawyer will say, don't say a damn word. And this guy has a big time lawyer, big time, huge, biggest shark of them all, the great white, just like that 500-pound shark they found in the water the other day. You think that lawyer would allow Jared to confess? He's involved in some mess. I know everybody wants to believe the Hollywood smoke and mirrors. Oh, yeah, Jared. Oh, yes, he's guilty and he confessed. Yes, it must all be true. Really? The guy's worth millions of dollars, him personally, but he's probably worth to the company billions of dollars in revenue, sales. He's involved in some mess. This is some deep stuff. And even probably my research skills are incapable of uncovering what's really going on here. It might be something so far-fetched or so out of left field that I wouldn't even be able to know where to look to find it. Now, given the information that I've given you in this video, you think something is going on?